going on, team? Hope you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a great night. Hope you guys all had a great trading day as well, man. Today was a very interesting day. Let me see. Oh, whoa, that was loud. Pretty interesting day today. Not a lot of movements, nothing really crazy going on. Really that we should have kept an eye on before the NYC session. Now, after NYC session, completely different, right? As we can already see here for AU, this is still a pair that externally we're still looking at an overall downtrend, but internally we're still making these lower lows, or I'm sorry, higher highs and higher lows. So right now we're kind of in a standoff, right? We want to see these change of characters, we want to see those break of structures. But right now we can see that price is still giving us higher lows, equal lows, higher highs, higher lows, right? We're still above the 800 EMA. Price is still trapping traders, right? Even though we do have an internal change of character, what do we know? We could still see that, okay, this pullback that we had here really wasn't a clean break. Why? Because when we're looking at the break of structure, we want to see the first green candle close above, and we want to see that break of structure would be a second green candle that breaks above the zone. Did we get that break of structure? No. Price swept highs, made a fake, pullback that people would say, oh, but this is higher high, higher low, higher high, and then this low down here, right? So technically speaking, we're still in a zone where instead of looking at this as a trend, what do I see, right? This is just a zone of consolidation. We got to zoom it out a little bit, right? And when we zoom it out, we can see that. We can see that price is literally just consolidating between these highs and these lows, right? So once we can see that price is really just moving sideways, just trapping traders going long, trapping traders going short, trapping traders again going long, trapping traders again going short, right? Again, trapping traders going long to the same thing, right? Making everybody believe that this was going to be the break of the high to give higher high, higher low, higher high, and then again trapping traders going short. And again, what do we know about the market makers? They love to trap traders, right? They love to make you believe that, yeah, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do. And as soon as you're in a position, they're just going to skyrocket, right? If you're looking for shorts, or vice versa, right? You'll be in a long position and they start fucking digging down. So right now we got to be patient. Again, what is going to be our waiting move for AU, especially AU right now, is we want to see that change of character on the downside. We want to see that break of structure. We want to start seeing lower lows and lower highs before we could even get into shorts, right? And that all ties down to what we were talking about this morning. It ties down to what we were talking about yesterday. It ties down to what we were talking about in the weekly market breakdown when we were going over GCAD, right? So we gotta put the pieces of the puzzle together, right? We have to start being able to see, okay, is price consolidating? Is it trending? Is price going opposite of the trend? Is it going with the trend, right? Is it counter trending or is it trending? And that's pretty much it, right? I know yesterday we had a pretty long session, so I won't make it too long today, but we are gonna speak about some pairs. Don't know if you guys saw my tweet today, but I did tweet out another $100 challenge for gold. So it's kind of gonna suck now, but nobody really responded to it. And going over it here on the stream, people are gonna be like, oh yeah, I saw your stream, and they'll go ahead and start tweeting about, oh, this is what I see. So it is what it is. Good evening, my brother. What's good, Muhammad? How are you? How are you? Hope you had a great day today, man. Long day for me personally, but I'm getting back in the groove of trading and getting back into the right mental state to be on the charts finally. So I'm excited to get to work again, man. Not having no rush, going back and forth from everywhere. But I'm gonna give everybody another minute here. We'll start off on exactly the 12-minute mark, so I'll give everybody another like 40 seconds to join. If nobody else wants to join, then we'll get started. Start off with AU again. This is the isolation session. We're gonna go over the daily time frame, the 4-hour time frame, We're gonna go over obviously the 30-minute time frame and see what we could catch as a continuation for our NYC session, our light trading session. So no trades are gonna be taken in this session. Again, this is just us getting ready for the NYC session, seeing how pairs finished off on the day and see if we could catch any continuations. Good, was pissed as fuck, woke up, saw everything moved, not gonna lie. Yeah, bro, that's pretty much been the movie here for the last couple weeks now. It kind of sucks, but you know exactly what I put on the Discord, in the Discord server. It's you know, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. So nothing we could do about it. It is what it is. It's been really slow. So you know that's not even something we can't even argue that. We know it's been really slow. So as long as we stay patient, again, taking no trades is better than taking a loss. You know what I mean? And especially, I'd rather take no trades than take a loss I know could have been avoided. So at the end of the day, the winning trades that we had, we understand that as soon as we see an entry opportunity, and we will get on our opportunity, that's when we just gotta execute, go crazy on that entry, and you know, take that one home. So that's the way I see it, at least. But yeah, it has been really slow. It kind of does suck that that's pretty much been the story for the last couple 2-3 weeks here. Go ahead, I'm putting the link for the Discord in the chat. If you guys haven't joined yet, make sure you guys join. Again, we do free one-on-one sessions. We do our trading session, live trading session in the morning, 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. We do an isolation session, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. We do a weekly market breakdown in the weekends. So a lot of information here for you guys. But let's get started. So again, if you guys have any questions, anything you guys want me to explain again, anything that doesn't make sense that you guys need me to draw out, you know, or give another explanation, let me know. Any pairs you guys want me to go over, whether or not they're on our list, let me know. The ones we're gonna go over today are the ones with the red folder, the red flags next to them. I did delete US oil from the chart that we had yesterday. If you guys were here, you saw that for some reason the trading view server of US oil for some reason isn't on. So I haven't updated it again, but it's, you know, we know we were consolidating. We broke below the zone of consolidation. We haven't gotten a pullback yet. Could be expecting a pullback between 23.6 and 38.2. So just to kind of give a recap on that, because I'm not gonna draw this one out. This is just gonna be on the 30-minute time frame because I have to redo the drawings. You know, the ones that we had in the daily, same drawings we had in the 4-hour. So I'm not gonna do that now. I'll do that in the weekly market breakdown. I'm not gonna do that in the weekday. That's just too much work. It's too much work. It's too much work. So let's get started. If you guys are ready, let's get started. We're looking at AU, right? We know AU, we're in A2. We'd love to see the price bounce off the 50 EMA. We're looking for a price to give us a new low going into peak low territory. And right now, where are we? We're in the bottom of the zone of consolidation, and we can see that price consolidated, broke above it. Could be looking for price to give us a retracement back to the top side before going back down to the bottom. So going into the 4-hour, we could see that a little bit more clear. Price was consolidating, consolidate, then broke above to the top of the zone. Where price again is just consolidating, that we could see that in the 30-minute time frame. Now here in the 30-minute, again, this is where we can see that price is just moving sideways. So let me go ahead and just clear some of these drawings out. I don't want to have too much on my screen going into the trading day. I think I did do a trend line. Right, so here in the 30, we know we had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, then price gave us a lower low change of character. But again, this pullback that we had, it's not really a significant pullback. If we would have had this green candle, right, and then another green candle would have pushed up and closed above, and then the next candles, which were these red, green, red, 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 if that would have happened, and then it would have gone up and given us another higher high, then yeah, I would have said that this was a strong pullback. This would have been a strong change of character where we could potentially see price give us a retest to the zone to go short. But because price didn't give us that clean break of structure, I still don't believe that price is ready to go down. right? We had 3 days of rise. After 3 days of rise, market was chop or drop. It gave us a drop, reset the trend. Technically, right? We already know what we could be looking for. This is a pair where I'm still, again, I don't trade going counter, so I won't be trading. But it's very simple, right? I truly do believe that AU for the rest of this week might have to trend up. And the way we know that, we'll just have to wait for those confirmations. If price breaks above these highs that price is on right now, then we'll get that retest back to the top side. Or price is just going to break below these lows to then continue. The only way I'll start looking for trades going short is if price gives me a break of structure and we break below the 800 EMA. Until then, too early to take a trade right now, going either way. Right now it's too early to take buys, it's too early to take sells. We have to wait till we have that confirmation. So AU, again, there's no there's no real continuations, there's really no breakouts. There's nothing here that's telling me that, hey, price is ready to start going down. So until then, I'm not going to be trading AU. Obviously, we're going to keep it marked up, but we'll wait it out. And again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. EA, we're in V2, looking for that third push to the top side of going peak high territory. We know we're looking for price to bounce off the 50 EMA. We're at the bottom of the zone of consolidation. This is the, again, safety trade for us to start looking for a trade. We had 3 months of drop this month, expecting price to give us a no net or a month of rise. In the 4 hour, we could see price giving us lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price started consolidating. We still haven't broken above the high consolidation. We still haven't broken below the lower consolidation. We still haven't given a clean change of character or a break of structure. We still don't have any engulfing candles. So right now, what do we know about price? It's still just in a range, still just consolidating. In the 30-minute, we could see that, right? In the 30-minute, at the bottom of the zone of consolidation, gave us a lower low, higher high change of character, higher low, higher high, higher low retest to give us that push to the top side. That price reset and went right back down to the bottom. Gave us lower low, lower high, lower low. Price is just moving sideways, right? Again, gave us a change of character, gave us a day of rise. What am I looking for after a change of character? I'm looking for a break of structure. So same thing, right? At this point, we know we're trading between this 30-minute high, this 30-minute low. If price gives me a clean break of structure retest, then it'll be the same thing as the week before. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the retest, right? I'm looking for the retest to continue this trend to the top side. All right, so little clean position for about 20 pips. So EA, that's what we're going to be waiting for. Again, no continuations. We have no break of structures. Right now, price is just consolidating. No break of the highs, no break of the lows. Right now, we got to be patient. We got to wait it out. There's nothing more, nothing less that we could do with that pair. EURCAD, we're in the first zone of consolidation, V1, looking for that second push, second level to be made to the top side. We're looking for price to bounce off the 200 EMA. We have 2 months of rise, this month being the third month, looking for that third month push to the top side. Price already did that, perfect. What do we also know? We're at the top of the zone of consolidation. So again, we have to be very, very careful taking trades up here. At the top of the zone of consolidation in an uptrend, this is where the market makers tend to trap traders. So our confirmation is going to be a continuations, right? If we have 2 weeks of rise, we'll take the third week. If we have 2 days of rise, we'll take the third day. If we have a change of character, break of structure, following the trend when price is still making higher highs and higher lows, then we'll take the trend, the continuation. If we have an engulfing candle, we'll take the retest. As we can see in the 4 hour, we did have a 4 hour engulfing candle that price hasn't tapped into yet. So right now I'm kind of in a little place where I'm like, right? Before I want to take these trades, I want to see a break above the previous higher high. Did we get a break? No. All of these candles are still testing. Right? Again, a clean break. Let's draw it out. The first green candle that breaks above the zone is a test. The next candle, or it doesn't have to be the candle right after, it just has to be a candle, a green candle that closes above the first green candle without touching the zone. If this wick is touching the zone, is not valid. The wick, nothing from that candle that breaks above can't be touching that zone. And we could see that, right? We had the first green candle. That first green candle closed above. Did we get a candle closure anywhere above that? We didn't. right? Every candle was testing, every candle closed below the wick, still telling me these are weak lows. I'm sorry, weak highs. So for price to go ahead and continue this push to the top side right now, how price is standing here in the 4-hour, how price is standing here in the daily time frame is still very, very weak, right? And we could see that in the 30-minute. We could see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, all the way to the top higher high, to the bottom higher low, right? So right now we gotta be a little bit patient. Just gotta wait it out. Wait for price to do what it has to do, and then we'll start attacking. So at this point, right, we had internally, we had lower low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, then price gave us a change of character, higher high. So am I gonna mark this as a significant pullback and say that, oh yeah, but we had a change of character again? No, this is not a, or I'm sorry, a break of structure. No, because this is just wicks. I am gonna mark it, however, I am gonna mark it as a high, right? So I am gonna mark this as the current high, and I'm gonna mark this as the current low. But again, I'm not going to be taking any trades until we get a clean break of these highs. Price did give us 2 days of rise here. So we'll wait it out. We'll see what price does during the NYC session. Again, any questions, let me know. If not, once we go over these pairs again with the red flags, we'll be done for the day. In total, how many pairs do we have now? Because I added 2 pairs. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 pairs. Okay. I feel like for some reason this list just looks smaller. So Euro USD, right? We have price in the middle of the zone of consolidation in V1, looking for that second push to the top side. Again, second push to the top, we're looking for the price to bounce off the 200 EMA. We closed above our flip zone. We closed above the 200 EMA. We got the retest off the 200. We continued to push. Perfect. Right, EU is moving perfect. We have a month of rise. In the 4-hour, we can see that price is consolidating. Again, let's look, do we have a clean break? We had the first green candle close above. The second green candle closed above as well without not touching the zone. It's perfect. So what could I be looking for? A pullback for price to continue that trend to the top side. So let's look at the 30-minute time frame. Right here in the 30-minute, we had 3 days of rise. After 3 days of rise, market was chop or drop, and it gave us a drop, gave us a reset. Price bounced off the 200 EMA, perfect. So these entries were actually were given after the after ADR was hit, right? Because ADR is 49 pips, STP is 29. We did 57, and this was during the NYC session. So hoping for a pullback, right, so we could capture some type of trades here. Do we have an engulfing candle? I do not believe so. Right, we had lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then price gave us a higher high, higher low, higher high. Price consolidated, which is where we're at right now. Pretty much just in the zone. So EU is going to be a very, very interesting trade today. Very interesting. You have all the EMAs in the 5-minute bunched up. EU is going to move pretty nice. It's going to be interesting to see this trade. Going to be waiting this one out for sure for today. Oh, and I also did make a trading journal that I think I'm going to share with you guys. I'll share the link. It's nothing crazy. But let's go back real quick. So nothing for EA, nothing for AU, EURCAD. I really didn't say nothing, but we'll write it down since it has a 372. So EURCAD. How do I fucked up. Damn, hold on. Insert 1 row above. Okay. My bad, guys. I'm gonna update this while I do the class too, because I want to make sure we're all on the same page. Entry criteria. And I want to see, I should have done this, but it's all good. 372, bearish, golfing, bullish and golfing, 200 EMA, 50 EMA, type 1, type 2, type 3. What other entry criteria do we have? We have 372, bearish and golfing, bullish and golfing, 250, type 1, type 2, type 3, the exhaustion candles, and I think that's it. Yeah. And then bearish, exhaustion, and bullish exhaustion. Done. Okay, so EURCAD, we have a 372. Well, it don't matter. I'm not gonna color coordinate. Okay, my bad, guys. We're good. So then Euro USD, we said we also had. What do we have? We have the top of the flip zone. We're in the middle of the zone of consolidation. We want to be careful. Right now, what could we be looking for? We could be looking for a type 1, type 2, or type 3 pattern. So I'm gonna write down Euro USD. Continuation. Alright, perfect. We got it. We fixed the sheet. Okay, so Euro USD, we're looking for a continuation, right? That continuation could be the entry off the 200, which would have already been given at 7 in the morning when ADR was already hit. So right now, the only options we have now are what you would call the E special. Alright, I'm gonna wait for him to come back so he could explain that, because he's the master of that. So we're gonna be looking for what we could look at right now, which is just we could see either a type 1 pattern, a type 2, or a type 3 pattern. If we're looking for price to push up, what does that look like? Right, we know that a type 1, type 2, type 3 all start the same way, by consolidating. In an uptrend, what do we want to see? A type 1 pattern in an uptrend is when it breaks below the zone of consolidation, gives us a fake break to continue that push to the top side. Right, a type 2 pattern in an uptrend is when price breaks consolidation, right, and continues that push to the top side. And a type 3 pattern in an uptrend is when price consolidates, breaks, comes back 50% of consolidation, and continues that push to the top side. Right? So could we be looking for one of those type 3 patterns to happen again? If you guys take a screenshot, draw this down, I'll give you guys a few seconds. Give you 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, this is type 1, this is type 2, and this is type 3 in an uptrend. In a downtrend is the exact same thing, just opposite, right? It'll be a break of the top, right, to go down. This would be a break of the low to go down, and this would be a break of the low to come back 50% to go short. So again, make sure you guys take a screenshot, draw this down in your journals, and we're good here. Yep. And yeah, so we're gonna keep on going. So no, I wanted to, yeah, there you go. So EU, perfect. GA, we're at the top of the flip zone once again. We are in V2, looking for that third push to the top side. Right now we're in the middle of the zone. Again, not the best place to look for a trade. We want to be careful. We want to see price bounce off the 50 EMA, which we are now above the 50 EMA once again. In the 4-hour time frame, what is price doing? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Right? So where price is at now gave us this lower high. Price gave us a pullback. We still know we're trading, right, between this high and this low. So what's going to be the real change of character, the real break of structure, is going to be when price breaks above this high up here and continues that push to the top side. So right now we don't have that. Right now we have to wait it out. We also know that we would love to look for a change of character in the internal time frame. We had lower low, lower high, lower low, then price gave us a change of character, which gave us this high up here. We still don't have a break of structure, so we still gotta wait for that. We had a day of no net yesterday. Today price gave us a day of rise, so we don't have any continuations, we don't have any 372s, we don't have none of that. We have only a change of character. But again, where are we? When we zoom out just a little bit, in the 30-minute time frame, we're zooming out. What are we doing? Right, price right now is just consolidating. Price is just consolidating, moving sideways. Fake highs, fake lows again, fake highs again, fake lows again, fake highs again. Right now, price is just moving sideways. It's just consolidating. So we gotta wait it out. We have to wait for price to not only break the consolidation, but continue that uptrend push to make higher highs and higher lows. So GA, right? GA, we're gonna skip it. We have nothing here. Right now price is just trapping traders, making everybody believe that when price breaks the lows, it's gonna continue to go low. If it breaks above the highs, making everybody believe that this is gonna be, oh, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then it fakes you out, takes your stop loss. Right? Made everybody believe that this is gonna be a break of the lows, and what happens? Price turns around and hits your stop loss. So we're gonna wait it out. GCAD, there's gonna be another one that's interesting for the day. So GCAD, we are in V1, right? First zone of consolidation. We're above the first zone of consolidation. We broke above the first zone of consolidation. We're looking for that second push to the top side. We know that we want to see price bounce off the 200 EMA, which right now we are above the 200 EMA in the 4 hour, still making higher highs and higher lows now. Right? If we zoom out, we can see that. We had at one point higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, higher low, high, higher low, higher high, low, right? This is a fake out, made everybody believe that this is where price is going to turn around, and then price gave us a higher high, right? So after a higher high, what are we looking for? We're looking for a pullback. And again, there's two phases in the market. A pullback could either be lower lows and lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, to get a retest to then continue and go up, or, right, so for example, you have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Right after a break, you know you're looking for a pullback. But a pullback doesn't always mean it's going to be that trend back down to the bottom. Right? That pullback could just literally be price consolidating to then go back up and continue. Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So, with that being said, that's what GCAD was doing. And again, we went over this pretty much all week last week. We have a week of counter drop. We can see the 30-minute in the lower time frame, right? We had price consolidate, fake the lows, started the push to the top side. We had 2 days of rise, now we have 2 days of rise. Could we be looking for a 372? Absolutely. So let's write this down in our journal, trading journal. We have GBPCAD, GBPCAD. We're looking for a 372. Perfect. GJ. This is one in peak high territory, so this is one I'm not actively trading a lot, but it is one that I'm going to keep on my list. Again, this is one I'm going to keep a very close eye on. We have 3 months of rise. On the third month, gave us a rise no net, then gave us another month of rise, gave us another month of rise. Price still making higher highs and higher lows. 4 hour time frame, we have 4 weeks where price was just moving up, making higher highs and higher lows. In the 30-minute time frame, price, what did it do? Higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, change of character, lower high. Lower low, break of structure, below the 800 EMA. What do we know about after a break of structure? We're looking for a pullback. Now that pullback again could be a 50% retracement. Do I think it's going to be a 50% retracement? I don't believe so. At this point, whenever price breaks, clean break to the bottom with no pullback, what is that? It's a flag post pattern. I already know price is going to consolidate between 38.2 and 23.6, and this is where price is going to go down. Right? Not only is it a 38.2 retracement, not only are we looking for price to bounce off the 50 EMA, not only do we have the 800 EMA, right? So we not only are we retesting this zone, all the confluences are lining up together. We have a bounce off the 800, we have a bounce off the 50, we have a bounce off the 38.2 retracement. It's a retest of the previous break of structure. What else do you need? What else do you need? What more confluence do you need? Right? Again, you have the break of structure, you have a 38.2 retracement, you have an 800 EMA bounce, you have a 50 EMA bounce. You have a flag post pattern. What else do we need? What else do we need? What more do we need? On top of everything else, right? We have 2 days of drop. Today being the second day. So what are we looking for? GJ is absolutely going to be on our list today. GBPJPY. And again, there's a whole bunch of confluence, but we're going to write 372 since it'll be a little bit easier. All right, let me add another item and call this flag post pattern. Forgot to add that. Bearish flag post and bullish flag post. Okay. GJ might be the trade of the week. It's looking like it. It's definitely looking like it. Anytime GJ is part of the equation, man, it gets interesting because GJ pays, right? GJ pays. But then my question, right, would be, where's our stop loss gonna be, right? What's gonna be our entry criteria? Let's break it down a little bit, right? Because you know, I love to pick everybody's brain, right? If we were to take a trade here, where's our stop loss gonna be? Right, we have no internal higher highs and higher lows. Do we go down to a lower time frame? Let's look at the 15. We still don't have any higher highs or lower lows and lower highs to put a stop loss in. Right, let's go to the 5-minute. Okay, in the 5-minute we could see a little bit clear. Right, if we take an aggressive trade off the 38.2, we could see that this is the previous high. Right, but I wouldn't use a high that's inside the 38.2. I'd use a high somewhere above the 50 EM, the 50%, which is that green line. So let's say we take a trade here, but we have a stop loss up here. That's still 74 pips, right? So we either risk 74 pips or risk 37. But let's go down to a lower time frame, right? Let's go down to a lower time frame. Now in the lower time frame, in the 1 minute, the lowest time frame might go on. Do we have anything here that we could see, right? Yeah, again, we have lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. We have no engulfing candles. We have none of that. So for me right now, it's too early to tell you where we're gonna put a stop loss, right? For me right now, what I'm looking at is like, okay, it'll be too early to tell with a stop loss, but maybe we'll get an engulfing candle in a lower time frame, or maybe let's go to the higher time frame, right? What are we looking for? We're looking for a green, green, red, right? So let's go to the 4 hour. Do we have a green, green, red? We have a green, green, red, but it's not an engulfing. Daily time frame, we had a green, green, nothing. We have no engulfing candles here at all, right? We have a green, green, red, but this green doesn't have a bottom wick, so it's not valid in the weekly time frame, and nothing in the monthly either. So we have no engulfing candles at all anywhere where we could feel comfortable taking or putting a stop loss in. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So GJ is gonna be interesting. We're gonna have to wait this one out to really call out a clean what do you call it? A clean stop loss. 21 candle is red. We have another day of drop. Perfect. Looking good, dude. I hate doing that. Where did I? Oh man, this is really just not good. There you go. So let's see. We'll continue to keep an eye on that. GU. Let's go to the daily time frame. We know that again, we're at the top of the zone of consolidation in V1 for zone of consolidation. Top of the zone of consolidation or an uptrend, not the best place to take a trade. Again, we can see that price internally is still consolidating, faking the lows, faking the highs, going back up to the highs. We're looking for price bounce off the 200 EMA and the 4 hour. Again, we can see that price is just moving sideways. We have 3 weeks of rise on the 3rd week, gave us a rise no net this week, expecting that 4th week rise, and we're there already. Price pushed up, gave us a new weekly high. Looking good. In the 30-minute, we had 3 days of rise. After 3 days of rise, market was chop or drop, and it gave us a drop. So price reset. We still know we're trading between this 30-minute high and this 30-minute low. It's perfect. Could price now continue that uptrend push off the 200 EMA the same way we saw EU? Could happen. Right? Let's look at the higher time frames real quick. Do we miss any engulfing candles? Nothing in the daily, nothing in the 4. We're looking for red, red, green. Nothing in the 1, nothing in the 30, nothing in the 15. I'm not going to go lower than the 15. Right? This red, red, green is not valid. I don't want to say it's valid because of the exhaustion red candle that it gave us. And I'm not going to go lower than the 15 on GU. So, right now, we're going to wait it out. 21, we had our red 21 candle. We had a day of drop. Dude, why did that happen? I don't notice that I clicked on both. My bad, I'm receiving text messages right now. NZD USD, again, not in these positions. I just have it on my screen so we could get ready for the morning. And also, this is a trade on the Discord. I believe Fo, I think Fo it was. Let me see. Yeah, I think he was the one who said he was looking at NZD USD going short. Again, there's nothing wrong with looking at pairs both ways, right? Me, again, personally, I see this every stream. I don't trade against the trend, right? If I'm in an overall market maker's pattern uptrend, I'm only going to be looking for longs. If I'm in an overall market maker's pattern downtrend, I'm only looking for shorts. So with that being said, NZD USD is also not a pair that I look at personally, but it is one that I added into the list this morning once I saw that somebody in our chat was looking at it. So again, NZD USD, we're in an uptrend. We're at the bottom of the zone of consolidation. This is a safety trade. We want to see price bounce off the 200 EMA. Alright, so 200 EMA, and let me we're in V1. Right, so right now we're above the 200 EMA. We had lower low, lower high, lower low. We made a higher high. We don't have any engulfing candles in the daily. In the 4-hour time frame, again, we had low, lower high, lower low. Then price gave us higher high, higher low, higher high. Then price gave us a consolidation, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then price gave us higher high. Right, so right now we did break above the 200 EMA. Once we broke above the 200, we started bouncing off of it. Right, broke above, bounced off of it, continued. We started consolidating in the lower time frame, which is where we're at now. Right, in the zone of consolidation, we could still see that price was making higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, to where we're at now, higher high. Right, not only that, let's do this together. We had this day, we had a day of no net. This day, we had a day of rise. This day, we had a gap, reset the trend, but it gave us another day of rise. 2 days of rise on the 3rd day, which was today. What did it give us? It gave us a rise drop. Could we be expecting a 4th day variation? In this point where we're at in the trend, it's looking slim. Why? Because we had a reset of the trend. Now, in the 4-hour time frame, we had a red, red, green. Green engulfing. Strong engulfing pattern. Closed above the first red. Each candle has tops and bottom wicks. None of them are exhaustion candles. This is a continuation. Could we be looking for price to give us a retest of the engulfing candle to then continue this uptrend push? It could happen. Now, the only thing I don't like about this engulfing candle retest is that if price comes down from where it's at now, that's already 23 pips. ADR for NZD USD is 43 pips. Right? 43 pips ADR means that the STP, the safe take profit, is 28 pips. Do I believe price is going to come back down to the engulfing 23 pips to then go right back up and give us 41 pips for the day? Is not something that's likely, especially on a week where Friday is NFP. NZD USD also. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We also have ADP non-farm tomorrow for USD. So could price do it? It could happen. Or again, this week we've said it even on Monday. Price has been moving way too with too much volume. Again, on a week where we have high impact NFP. So let's say NYC session starts, and again we have news at, I'll tell you right, 8:15 a.m. and then again we have news at 10 a.m. high impact. Is something that could happen, right? Could price during NYC, like let's say Asia session, London session, we just consolidate, right? Asia session, London session until NYC, right? So like let's say 8 o'clock, that's when the news hits. At 8 o'clock, would it be possible for price to spike, trap traders to make them believe that, oh, let's get into shorts, hits are engulfing, and then this is where we'll take our trade, for then 8:15 to 9:30 for price to continue this push to the top side? Absolutely. And again, what would this look like? It would be a type 1 pattern. Let's draw this out a little bit better. Right, let's draw this out a little bit better. A type 1 pattern, again, when price consolidates, breaks below consolidation, and it gives us a move like this. Could this be something that could happen today? Or tomorrow going into the NYC session? 100%. So NZD USD is again one I'm gonna write on my trading journal. Let's write this down. You know what? Let me I'm gonna share the trading journal here with you guys as well. Just bright. Is there not a? Can I not put this in? What is it called? Dark mode? Court. Oh no, that's not good. What happened? Oh, we're back. We're back. All right, we're good. So what pair did we say? I already forgot. That kind of got me off my NZD USD, and we're looking for a type 1 pattern. NZD USD, and we're looking for a type 1 pattern. Perfect. That's right. So NZD USD, we're gonna wait on that. US30 again, similar to GJ and gold. This one's in PCAD territory, so there's nothing crazy, right? Nothing crazy. PCAD territory, we know we're looking for price bounce off the 50 EMA. Not only are we looking for price to bounce off the 50 EMA, but this is where I'm looking for price to start selling. We have 2 weeks of drop, this week being the 3rd week. Price still hasn't given us a new low yet, which is, it's fine, right? We know that at the end of the day too, with this 2 weeks of drop, we know that we're looking for price to come up and fill this gap up. So just notice, this drawing that we had yesterday, this is a drawing that we had on Monday night. This was Monday night. This was a type 1 pattern. Beautiful type 1 pattern on US30. Beautiful type 1 pattern on US30. But again, in PCAD territory, I'm not looking for rises unless it's a continuation. I don't trade against the trend. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Remember, we drew this out Monday evening. If you don't believe me, go back to yesterday's session. Go watch the recording. This is one of the last pairs of the night, so it's probably around the 45-minute mark. We drew this out Monday night. We drew this out last night. Look how picture perfect this was. Again, super simple. Market structure is, it's again, to me, it's one of the easiest. Not only is it one of the easiest things to learn in trading, but again, the way I learned, the years that I was learning trading, is completely different than what people are looking at now. Everybody's trying to teach you the fancy fucking soup turtles and the abracadabra cadoodle. Like, I don't even fucking know what these guys are talking about, because they're just throwing crazy ass words to make it seem like they're fucking doing something that isn't invented yet. Oh, I created that. Like, brother, sit the fuck down. Yo, it's crazy. And I tweeted that today, right? Like, again, fucking smart money concepts, right? And SRC, which is Roger Banks' shit. Fucking the imbalances and all of that. ICT, they all work, right? Harmonic patterns work. Every strategy in the market works. It is not something that was invented by these guys, right? Trading has been something that's been going on for hundreds of years. All of these strategies are in trading books, right? The biggest thing is fucking market structure. Again, if price is making higher highs and higher lows and you're taking shorts, you're going to lose. It doesn't matter what strategy you're using. It doesn't matter if you're using breakouts of consolidation, again, because we understand that in a zone, again, if price is consolidating and you're in an uptrend, and your price is consolidating and you're in an uptrend. Let's draw this out. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, boom. You get here. Price starts consolidating. Right? Smart Roger concepts, right? SRC is gonna tell you that in a zone of consolidation, if you break below the zone of consolidation, you're looking for a retest to go short. That's wrong. Right? There's something deeper into that, which is in a zone of consolidation, if you're uptrending, you need to see price break below the last previous push and give you a change of character, and you need to see a break of structure happen for that confirmation to be taken to continue that push to the bottom. If not, that break of the low is just going to turn into a type 1 pattern, which is, again, not something that I invented. Stop hunt highs, fucking hit the Mayos. Go look up Steve Morrow. Please, go ahead, Steve Morrow. Go learn something. Right? Stop hunt highs. That's not something that these trading gurus on Twitter made up. That's something that's real. And that's what's happening. Your stop losses are being hit because you're not trading in the right zone. It's as simple as that. It's really as simple as that. There's nothing more or less to that. Right? And it's the same thing in a downtrend. If I'm downtrending, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and we start consolidating, and price breaks above the highs, I'm not going to be looking for a retest here to go up. This is going to turn into a type 1 pattern where price is doing something like this. And it starts doing this. How many times did you guys lose a trade and this is what happened? So again, us understanding this week that this 4-hour engulfing candle for us is not a strong valid zone because price has a gap at the top of the market. Yes, even though it worked out. If we would have taken this trade, we would have had zero fucking drawdown. We would have been straight into the motherland. Cool. I'm not worried about that. Because the type of trades I'm trying to take is, let's go back. When was the last time we took a fucking US30 trade? It's been a minute, I'm not going to lie. When was the last time we took a US30 trade? And again, it's not because we didn't have an opportunity in these other days. It's just the opportunity hasn't presented itself to the complete max capacity. Right? When we take a trade, I like to take trades where I'm like, yo, you guys know I'm very strict. I'm taking STP. I'm not going to hold to go be a millionaire tomorrow. But when I like to take a trade, again, I like to take a trade where I have zero drawdown. And I know price is going to go into the direction that it has to go to. Right? I don't like to take a trade where price, okay, it's going to go to the direction, then it's going to go right back up to your break even. Doesn't make sense. Right? So with that being said, again, GJ pushing up, we'll take a look at it now. So again, this is what I'm looking at. This is what we're gonna be keeping an eye on for US30. Gonna be very interesting to trade going into the NYC session. Again, I'm looking for pretty much the gap closure to continue that downtrend push. Now we have a day of rise, counter rise, so we'll wait it out. It's gonna be very interesting. Not only that, we have a 3rd week drop, so we are gonna be looking for that to be our targeted TP. So US30, we're gonna keep this here, and I'm gonna have to rename we're looking for a 3rd week drop. So perfect. Yeah, GJ loves to move at this time, so we're definitely gonna go take a look at that real quick. We're only missing 4 more pairs. I'm gonna get through this pretty quick. So USDCAD, we're at the top of the zone of consolidation, and V2 looking for the price to bounce off the 50 EMA. I am looking for a pullback, however, because price has had higher highs and higher lows for a very long time. Internally, we're still making lower lows and lower highs. We don't have any continuations in the daily or the 4-hour. And 30-minute, we don't have any continuations. Again, this is where price is just moving sideways, making lower low, high, lower high, lower low, and price again hasn't broken the lows, hasn't broken the highs, just consolidating, moving sideways. We're in the middle of the zone of consolidation. Again, where the market makers love to trap traders, make you believe that price is going to go up. Right now it's making a lot of people believe what? Not only are we still making lower lows and lower highs, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low. Right, this is not a clean break, so I'm not going to say, oh, lower low, lower high, lower low. No, this is a wick. This is an exhaustion candle. Right, we know we're trading between what we have here, a change of character. Right, so we know we're trading between this high and this low. Right, but again, what does this look like? We have a change of character, not a break of structure. There's also a lot of people are thinking that this is a flag pose pattern for price to consolidate between 23.6 and 38.2 to continue the push to the top side. Let's see what happens. Right, so USDCAD, is that something that could happen on USDCAD? 100%. 100%. But we're going to keep a very close eye on this one. I'm not going to put this one down on my trading journal again because we're in the middle of the zone of consolidation. We have no continuations in any time frame. USD ZAR, we have a day of rise, which was today, still trading between this high and this low. 4-hour, we have 2 weeks of rise. This week being the 3rd week, price gave us a new push to the top and then started going down. Daily time frame, we are at the top of the zone of consolidation in V2. So again, not the best place to look for a trade. Gold, I'm speeding it up so we could go look at GJ real quick. We're in pretty much peak high territory, and I was explaining to this pair to somebody on Twitter today, or on Instagram. But price is still making higher highs and higher lows. 4-hour, we can see that still making higher highs and higher lows. Let's fix this real quick. I only want to see this in the 4-hour. Right, higher high. 4-hour. Higher low. Higher high. That's where we're at now. Higher low. And not only do we have that, in the daily time frame, we have an engulfing candle where price tapped into. We have 2 weeks of drop. Right, counter drop. We're in peak high territory. We can see again higher high, higher low, and in the 30-minute time frame, this is where price is consolidating. At the low of consolidation, we have fake break of the highs, fake break of the lows, fake break of the highs, fake breaks of the lows, highs, fake break of the lows once again. And this is the day of drop that we have. 21 candle is red. That looks way too bright. Right, so gold we're going to keep a close eye on as well. I am going to look at gold. XAU USD, and we're looking for an engulfing, bullish engulfing. We have a lot of pairs to look at for tomorrow. Shut up, Shadow. Don't meow at me. Give me a minute. I'm almost done. Daily time frame on Bitcoin. We're in peak high right now. We're at the top, just consolidating. We have a month of rise. We have 2 weeks of rise. Last week gave us a week of no net. We're just consolidating. And in the 30-minute, we have a day of drop yesterday. Today, price gave us 2 days of drop, or 2 days, I'm sorry. Let's rewind. Gave us a day of rise yesterday. Today, gave us another day of rise. Could we be looking for a 3rd day? Very likely. Again, I'm not going to draw it. I'm not going to mark it down. Why? Because we're in this big zone of consolidation. We're still trading between the same higher high, higher low, and higher high. So we're going to wait it out. And then last but not least, again, US oil. I'm not going to do anything crazy with this one. We're still making lower lows and lower highs. I'm going to update this one in the weekly breakdown. I'm not going to do anything with it now. But I am just going to wait it out until we get into this weekend. And then we'll draw this one out and we'll break it down. But you know, to go into oil, we know we're in peak high territory. I do know how this was drawn, right? So I am just gonna draw market makers pattern at least for this one. We're in a zone in the first zone of consolidation. right? This is where price is consolidating. This is peak high territory, right? We have the double top, push one, and price is consolidating. So we know we're looking for price to bounce off. We're in the second push. We're looking for price to bounce off the 200 EMA, which in the daily we have that. In the 4 hour, we also had that. In the zone of consolidation, this is where price broke out of, right? Bounced off the 200, and in the 30-minute time frame. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I was looking at I was looking at the line, but the 200 EMA is here, right? In the 30-minute, we in the continuation of the 372, right? We had a day of drop. Second day, on the third day, we bounced off to the 200 EMA to continue that push to the bottom side. So this is a pair where I could be looking for a change of character, break of structure. Could we be looking for a flag post pattern between 38.2? Absolutely. So US oil, we're gonna write this down in our trading journal as well, and we know we're going to be looking for US oil. We're going to be looking for a flag post pattern, bearish flag post pattern. So that's it for the isolation session. I'm going to keep the stream on here so we can look at GJ for a little bit, see how price moves. This is most likely going to be a pair where we're going to have to be looking at the lower time frame. We might have to be looking at the 5-minute or the 1-minute time frame. Again, this is a pair where, let's do this too. Not only are we in peak high territory, but we want to see price bounce off the 50 EMA. Level 1, level 3, we want to look for price to bounce off the 50. In level 2, we want to look for price to bounce off the 200 EMA. So, it's looking good in the 30. The 1-minute, it's most likely where price, right? This still has a pretty long way to go. I'm not going to entertain it right now. I'm not going to entertain it here at the 23.6. I want to entertain it a little bit closer to the 38.2. So, yeah, I'll keep an eye on this when price gets to the 38.2. So I'm gonna keep an alert, and if price reaches the 38.2, then I'll start looking at the trade for sure. And STP is a really big thing, right? I know STP is at 75, so looking at such a steep pullback, I wish I remembered, yo. How was it that we used to calculate the pullbacks, man? Matter of fact, give me a second. I'm gonna call the only person I know that I know he's not gonna remember either. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. He picked up the phone. He's such a nice guy. Alright, um so yeah, that pullback, GJ's a big pair, so I'm not gonna calculate it on GJ, right? Because GJ, how do I explain that, right? With how big and the movement that GJ gives out, let's put it in simple terms, right? ADR, what does it stand for? Average daily range, right? It's an average. It's not a 100%, right? But we understand the factors as to why the ADR is more or less going to be more or less, right? Which in a lot of cases, 125 pips on GJ, like, let's do it. Let's calculate it, right? For example, on Monday, we did 140. We did 20 more. Yesterday, when there was really no news yesterday, right? On Tuesday, there was really no news like that. But we understand again, GJ is a big pair. It loves moving. Yesterday we did fucking 317 pips, right? In one day, we did the weekly average. So, for a pair like, again, GJ, gold, US30, Bitcoin, oil, silver, USD ZAR, those very, very big pairs that move 100, 200, 300, 400 pips in a day, we know that it's gonna want to move more. So again, I don't want to confuse anybody. I feel like that's gonna be like too much information overload. So we're just gonna keep it simple, right? I'm not gonna focus big on SCP on GJ, because again, I understand how much this pair moves. We're just gonna keep it simple to the rules, right? We're gonna use the confluence that we know. We know, again, a flag post pattern, it could happen between 23.6 and 38.2. We know that a 50 EMA retracement is exactly where price is heading to. We know that we have a change of character. We know we have the break of structure. So we're gonna keep it simple, right? Let me open this door real quick. Give me 1 second. So with that being said, on GJ, again, once price reaches this 50 EMA, once price reaches the 38.2, I want to go back down to the 5 minute. I want to go back down to the 1 minute, and I want to see a lower time frame change of character, break of structure. I want to see an engulfing candle, and then we'll go on from there. And again, tomorrow morning, we know we have news at 8:15. We know we have news at 9:45 and 10 o'clock. So NYC session should be pretty interesting tomorrow. So we'll see what GJ does. But again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Any pairs you guys want me to go over again, we'll continue to keep an eye on GJ since it's one of those early moving pairs. But while we wait here, do you guys have any questions? If not, I'm gonna, I'll give you guys a few seconds here to answer that question. If you guys don't have any questions, we'll just sit here, look at GJ. I'm gonna go outside real quick. Go grab some water. and then we'll be back and we'll potentially be looking for a trade. I think what I might do too, because again, this is just the isolation session. We don't take really live trades here. I might take the trade. I might take the stream to the Discord. So if you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, make sure you guys join. The link for the Discord is in the chat. It's free to join. Again, you guys could do free one-on-one sessions. Again, free live streams twice a day, Monday through Friday, and on the weekends we do the isolation session. We do a live trading session. We do a weekly market breakdown on the weekends. Again, one-on-one sessions. So, yeah. As a matter of fact, we're gonna take this to the Discord. I'm gonna be in the Discord in a few seconds. If you guys want to hop in there, we'll be in the Trader Lounge. I don't wanna. Dude, why am I seeing this? Like, can we fuck off? There you go. Share screen. Screen one. Go live. Oh, my Discord just crashed. Did my internet crash too? Just right on time? What happened? God damn it. What happened? Why is my Discord crashing every time I share the screen? This is not good. Alright. Stream is live in the Discord. So yeah, again, if you guys are interested, join there. Great session tonight. Again, if you guys have any questions, hit me up on Instagram, X, Twitter, Discord, YouTube messages as well. If you guys only could message there. And we'll be back again tomorrow morning for the live trading session, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. We'll be live again tomorrow evening for the isolation session at 7 p.m. Again, we are going to be looking at this chart tonight for a few hours, see if we can catch an entry on GJ. So we'll be in the Discord taking those trades. So again, if you guys are interested, the link for the Discord is in the chat. Make sure you guys join, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning here in the YouTube channel for the live trading session during the NYC session. Peace out, guys.